Hello everybody, it's me, your favorite Shark Boy here, and I just want to let you all know on something that I'm going to be doing. But before I say exactly what it is, let's get out of the void real quick and head to somewhere more. Peaceful and amazing, shall we? Now this is more like it. Anyways. Now, as most of you already know, Episode 4 is still in the works right now, and holy shit, is it taking a lot more longer than we thought. Like, literally no joke. It might possibly be either the longest or one of the longest episodes that we've made in our series. I'm not exactly sure which is which, but hopefully we will get that episode done before next Friday since we've been working on it for like almost 3 weeks now. But I'm seriously hoping that it doesn't take too much longer. And if it somehow does, then... oh my god, bro. This is seriously gonna be a pain in our asses, and I was really hoping that we would have gotten the episode done yesterday, but we didn't, unfortunately, which was quite a bummer. But anyways, for those who don't know what I'm talking about, we basically made a series called Epic Friday Battles, and we made it for the positive feedback and support that y'all have given me and the boys. And we truly appreciate that. It's a series that's inspired by Death Battle, and also videos that talk about who wins in random matches too. So for this series that we made, we go through every single information and detail about the opponents and see what battles we are dealing with. After that, we find out who the true winners are and why they won, including who the losers are and why they actually lost in these battles. But some of them will come back for rematches, and we'll see if they will take an actual victory or if they lose again. That's pretty much how it goes. And the same thing will go for the winners of our series as well. Here's an example of what I mean. Say that there's an episode where Scarlet King and Goku fought against each other and Scarlet King wins the battle in that particular episode.
I'm dead!
Then the Scarlet King comes back in another episode and fights against Zalgo, and he wins the second time in a row.
I am dead!
And then he comes back again in another episode to fight against Godzilla, and once again Scarlet King ends up winning for the third time.
I am a goner!
But then in the next episode he comes across a stronger and more aggressive opponent like Cartoon Cat and ends up losing against this feline as the cat himself wins the battle instead of the Scarlet King.
Kaboom to you, sir!
So Cartoon Cat will then go up against other opponents and keep on winning, even if he loses more than once. It basically goes for all of the other characters and animals and beings and whatever else that shows up in our series, so yeah. But once again, this is only just an example though. Anyways, just to let you all know that we take requests in our series, and we'll add y'all's battle requests for each episode at a time, despite it may or may not take a while for some of your requests to actually get added into the series. So some of you guys will have to be patient about it and wait until then. Also, there might be rearrangements for some episodes, but not all of them though, so once again, please be patient about it and be respectful, especially towards others, alright? Also, one more thing. We already posted 3 episodes of Epic Friday Battles, and if you haven't seen them yet, I would suggest you check them out and get caught up, so that way none of you won't miss a thing and you guys will know what happened last time. We'll be posting 1 episode every Friday, or at least try to post them all every Friday to say the least. And while you're at it, feel free to ask us any questions and we'll answer every single one of them as best as we can, so yeah. Actually, that was a lie. I have 2 more things to say about the series itself before I discuss what I really need to talk about. If you don't know how the episodes work, let me explain real quick. So for all 9 episodes, there will be 2 opponents fighting against each other, and say that we get to episode 20 after making it through episode 11 to 19. For these particular episodes, we do something special for them, and instead of there being just 2 opponents fighting each other, there will be battles full of different opponents, from 4-way battles to 6-way battles to 10-way battles, and probably more than that for all I know, and it's truly gonna be incredible. even though it's going to be a long time before we actually get to that part. But the wait will absolutely be worth it, and most of you will love every second of these episodes. I can promise you that. And the last thing that I want to say about the series is if there is any type of misinformation at all, or even if we miss some type of detail and information about the opponents, then we will make sure to go back through the notes and add them back in case if the exact same opponent comes back for a rematch. So yeah, that's basically everything about Epic Friday Battles, and we really hope that y'all are enjoying it so far. Well, if any of you actually care, that is, which most of you don't, and you guys obviously have better things to do in life than just listen to me. But hey, it's totally fine, and I can respect that, since I pretty much don't matter to you guys, and some of y'all are probably thinking I'm doing this for attention, even though I'm not, and I'm actually being serious though. But once again, it's totally fine, and I'll accept it anyway. But anywho, I didn't make this video for the series that we made, and besides, that's not what it's about. It's mainly about my OCs for this video, and some of you are wondering, what does my creations have to do with this video? Well, I decided that I will not only be posting about Epic Friday Battles and concentrating on college and other things in life, but I will also be posting videos about my OCs and their lores, since I seriously didn't give the rest of my creations lore with them. I've only given a few OCs of mine lore, but I didn't for the rest of them, and I seriously need to give my creations more lore and detail about them anyway. I know that y'all think I'm crazy for doing multiple different things at a time, but trust me on this. I know exactly what I'm doing, but at the same time, not really, since I'm literally multitasking and it's gonna be hard for me, but I can take it. The only OCs that I have actually given lore to them are mostly Clayton the Wolf, Slender Shark, Cartoon Shark, Elizabeth Valentine, Julian Valentine, the Cartoon Cat in the Hat, aka my persona, Magnhilda Rusty, SCP-1472, Isabella, CartoonCat.exe, including a few more that I don't exactly remember, and that's pretty much it. So yeah, I seriously need to put more lore and information about the rest of my creations, and for all I know, I might recreate some of my other OCs' stories just to add some more background to it, but still though, I'm gonna have to go full detail on every single one of them, like how me and the boys do it when it comes to solving puzzles and clues and finding the right details and information about the opponents of our series, so I'm basically gonna be putting more lore into all of my creations and explaining how the entire multiverse war happened between Cartoon Cat and the other alternate versions of himself. It's basically going to be more of a multiverse story where all of my creations and other characters from different universes come together to stop the only one true threat of all the multiverses, which happens to be CartoonCat.exe. He's my strongest OC of all time, and his power is unlike anything that you guys and the rest of the other multiverses have ever seen before. He's so much of a true threat that he wants to become the only true god and destroy not only the world and other multiverses, but literally everything else that he comes across, and even heaven and hell at the same time. He doesn't just want to destroy everything because he's truly evil. He does it because he wants to and for the pleasure and for fun of the game. So yeah, there's probably going to be more to his story and how he truly became a true threat to literally everything else around him. Not to mention that there will also be other stories about my OCs from their point of view on how they got into the multiverse war and why they were all brought here into this war of a lifetime. Who knows, I might make comic books about it in the future, explaining some of the other things that you guys probably didn't know about, and also the backgrounds for some of my other creations too. It'll be so worth it, I can promise you that. And I might make merch for my stuff as well, maybe. Just maybe. And I might possibly make spin-off movies for my creations, if my movie does well. So not only am I planning on directing Happy Feet 3, since George Miller won't at all, but also other films of my own, and maybe for movies that truly deserve sequels and crossovers like Joyride 4 or even Michael Myers vs. Jason Voorhees. I know it's seriously highly unlikely that I will actually make Jason vs. Michael into an actual movie, but still though, who knows? The future is full of surprises. And you'll never know what it might have for you or anyone else. I am being so dead-ass serious about this, by the way, and I'm absolutely not joking around at all. But I still need to focus on college itself and posting about Epic Friday battles and my OCs and their lore for now. I might also post some of my art as well, but probably not as much as I used to on a daily basis, despite some of my art can be strange and questionable on some occasions, but not most of the time though. So, yeah, that's basically all I have to say for this video, and I know for a fact that it's obviously not going to be easy for me at all, but it's alright, and I'm gonna make it through no matter what life throws at me. I know that I'm just a guy with autism who doesn't know literally anything, and not quite the smartest or the bravest. But I want to show the world that I'm more than just this guy and give true creativity and imagination to everybody. As long as I can make someone's day just a little bit better and put a smile on their faces, that's all that matters to me, and I truly don't care as to what other people say or think about me and my stuff, especially online, since not everything that you see and hear on the internet is true, which is something everyone, and I mean everyone, should keep in mind. Well, if they use their brains right, then they would probably know that, or maybe not, because you honestly never know from some people. But anyways, if any of you have questions about me or my future, or my arts or my creations, or even our series that we made for y'all, then let me know in the comments down below and I will answer them as best as I can. Even if you guys have battle requests that you want me and the boys to add in Epic Friday battles, then feel free to do so, and we'll take them for one episode at a time. So, yeah. And also one more thing that I want to say before I end the video, these sprites you're seeing right now are not mine, and they were actually made by my girlfriend. I was originally going to use these sprites for a different video before I ended up deleting everything from my social media accounts, and instead I used them for my other video that I made when I was talking about Epic Friday battles. But overall, she did an amazing job with these sprites, and I love her so much since she's truly a beautiful angel from heaven itself. But anywho, thank you all so much for watching and paying attention to this video, and hopefully we will get episode 4 done before next Friday. Well, if we actually can, that is. And if it somehow takes even more longer, oh my lord, I'm gonna lose my shit, bruh. But it probably wouldn't even matter to y'all at all, since all of you truly don't care about me and don't actually watch my stuff. But once again, it's totally fine, and I respect that, since you guys have other better things to do in life and just leave me as a forgotten person like most people. So once again, thanks for watching, and hopefully I will see you guys next time. So see you all, and have yourself a great and awesome rest of your day, and a wonderful weekend too while you're at it, everybody. Peace out, and I love y'all so much. Goodbye.